Welcome to the deep dive, where we take your sources and really try to unearth the most important nuggets of knowledge. The goal is to help you stay well informed and maybe, discover some surprising facts along the way. Now, for many of you listening, or maybe someone close to you, the whole journey through fertility challenges, it can be incredibly overwhelming,
Yeah.
often feeling isolating and just deeply personal. It's definitely a path filled with questions and that search for answers. So today we're embarking on a really fascinating deep dive. We're looking into a complementary therapy that's gaining, well, quite a bit of attention in the fertility world, acupuncture. Specifically, we want to explore its emerging role as like a powerful ally in boosting fertility, particularly by enhancing egg quality, which is, of course, a crucial factor in conception. You sent us some genuinely compelling articles and research. We've got some insightful excerpts here from acupuncture's role in boosting fertility and egg quality, and it really breaks down the science behind it. Our mission today, it's to thoroughly unpack this research, understand the scientific mechanisms at play, and clarify how acupuncture might actually fit into a fertility plan. Okay, let's unpack this.
It's absolutely true. When people face significant health challenges, especially something as profound as personal as fertility issues, they often look everywhere for support. And what's great about our sources today is they give us a clear, science-backed look at why acupuncture is steadily gaining this traction in fertility. So we're not just going to touch on if it helps, but really try to get into how it might directly influence one of the most fundamental elements of conception, which is, as you said, the quality of the egg itself. Exploring this, I think, can be incredibly empowering for anyone on this journey.
Okay, so let's lay the groundwork first. When we talk about these fertility challenges, what's really going on, like at a fundamental biological level? What makes conception difficult for so many? Our sources give us this really useful analogy. Think of your ovaries like a garden, a vibrant garden, and they absolutely depend on good irrigation to really thrive. So, what happens when that watering system gets restricted?
Yeah, that garden analogy is spot on, actually. Infertility, it often traces back to a few core issues. And for women, these commonly include things like, well, suboptimal egg quality, maybe underlying hormonal imbalances, or problems with ovulation itself. For conception to happen successfully, healthy eggs are just. They're non-negotiable. They need to be mature, genetically sound, and really primed for fertilization. So going back to that garden idea, what restricts the irrigation? Factors like increasing age, chronic stress, certain lifestyle choices. They can significantly reduce that vital blood flow to the ovaries. And this isn't just a small thing. This restriction literally kind of starves the developing eggs inside the follicles, starves them of essential oxygen, critical nutrients, the necessary hormones, electrolytes, all the good stuff. So when the garden of the ovaries doesn't get what it needs, it just can't flourish. And that leads to fewer high-quality eggs, making the whole process of conception much, much harder. It's a basic biological need, and when it's unmet, you get real hurdles.
Right. Okay, now this is where our deep dive gets really interesting. Given this critical need for good irrigation to the ovarian garden, how exactly does acupuncture work? How does it act like that gentle boost to the watering system our sources talk about? It sounds almost simple, but what's the science?
Yeah, the science is actually quite compelling, and it does shed light on this um, elegant solution, as you put it. One of the most significant, well-researched ways acupuncture helps is by substantially increasing blood circulation, specifically to the reproductive organs. So when acupuncture needles are placed precisely, studies show it can effectively dial down the body's stress response. Specifically, it calms the sympathetic nervous system, that's our fight or flight mode.
Ah, okay.
And when that system relaxes, it triggers a really crucial physiological change. Blood vessels widen. Significantly, the process is called vasodilation. Think of it like maybe a kinked hose suddenly opening up.
Right, letting more flow through.
Exactly. And this vasodilation is absolutely key. It directly counters that narrowing of blood vessels that often happens under stress, which can restrict flow to the reproductive system. So this dilation allows a much greater volume of blood to reach the ovaries and uterus. And that increased blood flow carries vital elements. Oxygen, which is critical for healthy egg development and powering the cells. Eggs need a lot of energy.
Mhm.
Nutrients, like essential vitamins and minerals that directly support the growth of the follicles, those little sacs where eggs develop. Hormones, key ones like estrogen and progesterone, delivered more effectively to orchestrate the cycle and prepare the lining for pregnancy.
Got it.
And electrolytes, these essential minerals that help maintain the delicate cell balance and function within the egg cells themselves. And what's really compelling is that this isn't just theory. Research using tools like Doppler ultrasound has actually shown this effect.
Wow, really?
Yes, These studies show a measurable reduction in resistance in those blood vessels, lowering what's called impedance. It's like clearing a blockage in a pipe, letting water flow more freely. For instance, in animal studies, specifically on rats, this led to a significant measurable increase in ovarian blood flow. And importantly, human studies echo these findings. They show improved ovarian blood supply in women who have what's called poor ovarian response, a common issue in infertility.
Okay.
So by optimizing this flow, acupuncture essentially creates this deeply nurturing environment for the developing eggs. It might even help mitigate some age-related declines or stress-induced restrictions. It's really about creating the best possible internal ecosystem for fertility.
Okay, so if we're getting better irrigation, a richer supply of everything the eggs need, what does that mean for the harvest?
For the egg quality itself and, ultimately for the chances of actually conceiving, it sounds like this amazing domino effect. You've nailed it. It is a powerful domino effect. Because better blood flow means, well, significantly improved egg quality, which, as we know, is the goal for anyone trying to conceive. Studies clearly indicate acupuncture can increase the number of high-quality embryos. And that's fundamentally because well-nourished follicles produce stronger, healthier eggs, and then stronger embryos that are more likely to implant successfully.
Right.
So the whole system is just working better, more efficiently. Take women undergoing IVF, for example, in vitro fertilization. In those cases, acupuncture has been linked to higher levels of estradiol. That's a key hormone. It signals the egg to mature properly.
Okay.
And it also correlates with more antral follicles. Those are the early-stage egg sacs that show a healthy ovarian reserve.
Yeah.
And beyond the eggs themselves, acupuncture has also been shown to thicken the uterine lining.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, making it more receptive for an embryo to implant, which in turn boosts implantation rates. Plus, we see clinical reports, case studies, showing normalized hormone levels after acupuncture, like a reduction in FSH follicle-stimulating hormone.
Which is a good sign.
Yes, high FSH can indicate lower ovarian reserve. So a decrease suggests improved ovarian function, a more balanced hormonal picture. Ultimately, all these changes together can really facilitate conception in different ways. It can enhance natural ovulation, making cycles more regular, egg release more robust. For IVF patients, it seems to significantly improve success rates. Some trials report notably higher pregnancy rates when acupuncture is added in, especially with multiple sessions around the embryo transfer.
That's quite significant.
It is. And, crucially, there's the stress reduction benefit. Reducing stress and anxiety indirectly supports fertility by helping rebalance those reproductive hormones. It's quite holistic.
And this isn't just, people saying it feels good. Our sources point to several really significant research studies backing these claims up. Let's maybe dig into some of that key research you mentioned, because seeing the science can be really clarifying for people listening.
Absolutely. And you're right. It's moved beyond just traditional wisdom now.
Yeah.
We have rigorous modern research validating these approaches. These studies are crucial because one of the foundational ones is the Paulus et al. Study. That was back in 2002 from the University of Ulm in Germany. It was a randomized controlled trial, 160 women, all undergoing IVF. They split them. One group got manual acupuncture 25 minutes before and 25 minutes after their embryo transfer. They used points on the wrist, leg, hand-known points for reproductive health. The other group, the control, got no acupuncture.
And the results?
Pretty compelling. The acupuncture group had a significantly higher clinical pregnancy rate, 42.5% versus just 26.3% for the control group.
Wow, that's a big difference.
It really is. Now, this study didn't directly measure egg quality, but that big jump in pregnancies strongly suggests, an improved uterine and ovarian environment. Better embryo development, hinting at better eggs to start with, was really pivotal.
Okay, what else?
Then there's the Westergaard et al. Study from 2006 out of Denmark, Odense University Hospital. This one was larger, 273 women doing IVF or ICSI, which is where they inject a single sperm into the egg. Again, one group got acupuncture on the day of embryo transfer points on the head, abdomen, leg, plus another session 2 days later. This group showed a higher ongoing pregnancy rate, 39% versus 26% in the control. And importantly, improved embryo implantation rates too.
So similar findings again?
Exactly. It reinforces that idea that acupuncture helps by optimizing that blood flow, creating a better environment for the egg to mature and the embryo to develop and implant. The consistency is striking.
Definitely. You mentioned a third one.
Yes, the Dieterle et al. Study, also 2006, from Germany again, University of Wittenherdecke. This was a randomized clinical study, 225 women doing IVF ICSI. Here, they did something slightly different. 116 women got true manual acupuncture before and after transfer again, specific reproductive points on the leg, abdomen. But the other 109 got sham acupuncture. It looked and felt similar, but wasn't therapeutically placed.
Placebo control.
The true acupuncture group had a significantly higher clinical pregnancy rate, 33.6% compared to just 15.6% in the sham group.
Less than half.
Precisely. So again, not directly measuring egg quality, but the improved fertilization, the higher pregnancy rates. It powerfully indicates acupuncture creates a better ovarian microenvironment, most likely through that enhanced blood flow delivering nutrients and oxygen. So taken together, these studies paint a very clear, consistent picture. Acupuncture seems to offer real, measurable benefits for fertility outcomes.
That is incredibly powerful evidence. So let's bring it back. What does all this really mean for you, our listener, if you're personally navigating these, often complex fertility issues? This isn't just academic stuff. It's about real possibilities, right? Empowering choices.
Absolutely. For anyone dealing with fertility challenges, what this research suggests is that acupuncture could be a gentle yet remarkably potent ally. The science we've unpacked clearly demonstrates it has the capacity to optimize your body's own processes, specifically boosting that ovarian blood flow to directly improve egg quality. And beyond the physical benefits, many people find the process itself incredibly empowering.
How so?
Well, it gives a sense of doing something proactive. And crucially, it often helps reduce that pervasive anxiety and stress that just naturally comes with the fertility journey. And we know stress itself isn't great for hormones or conception.
Right.
So considering these gentle, evidence-based approaches, exploring multiple perspectives, it can really make a difference in such a complex personal journey.
Yeah. This deep dive has really shown us that acupuncture, backed by this growing body of research, it offers a genuinely compelling pathway, a way to support fertility by nurturing the very foundation healthy egg quality. For many, it might just be, a crucial piece in their fertility puzzle, offering not just a scientific benefit, but also real emotional support, helping ease some of that stress. So what stands out to you as you consider this potential path? If you are ready to explore this further, maybe integrate acupuncture into your plan, our sources mention the Berkeley Center for Reproductive Wellness. They're located in Midtown East, New York City. You can check out their website at www.berkeleycenter.com, or you can just call them to schedule an initial appointment. The number is 212-685-0985.
And just remember, knowledge really is power, especially in a personal health journey like this. There's always more to learn, and truly understanding the why behind potential treatments like acupuncture. Well, it empowers you to make the most informed, confident decisions for your health, your well-being, and ultimately, your future.